I've been opening up Funko NFT packs for such a long time, and it makes me think, when is enough already? What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and today is a brand new edition of This Week in Funko News. If you do end up enjoying this type of content, don't forget to like, comment, and especially subscribe. It'll help out the channel a lot. And let's begin this video. With the first announcement made this week is a new set of Spider-Man the Animated Series pops with a symbiote suit Spider-Man and Green Goblin. Now, luckily enough, in the post that I'm looking at, that it says that they are Target exclusives. You know why I can't tell if they're Target exclusives without looking at a post is because of those stupid QR code stickers. Now, I know if you've been watching this series, I sound like a broken record now talking about these QR code stickers, but I'm basically going to talk about how much I hate them until the day I die. But in terms of the actual pops themselves, I do think the symbiote suit Spider-Man does look pretty decent, even with the little blue added to it to make it look more like a comic book sketching in a way. And then the Green Goblin is pretty sweet with the more brighter purple-like color, and then the dark purple for his glider with the smoke base. I think they did a pretty decent job with both of these pops, but knowing how these are going to be Target exclusives, I wouldn't be surprised that these are shelf sitters. Next up, we have ourselves two pops for the Powerless Trilogy. Now, I have no idea what the Powerless Trilogy is. The only thing I know about it is that, of course, it's a part of the Pop Books lineup, and that's basically about it. And even then, I never heard of Powerless Trilogy outside of these Funko Pops being announced. Funko security settlement notices are going out. Now, a lot of people have been wondering what the heck this whole thing is and how to file a claim, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken from reading some of the comments, is that this is based off of if you invested in Funko stock, I believe back in like 2017 or 2018. Many pops are on sale for $3 at Lucky Duck deal stores in Arizona. I mean, is this really surprising? The majority of these pops are Target exclusives, where for the most part it's pops we don't want, like the stupid 8-bit pops. We got an overload of Mandalorian, as I noticed. There's even the Jabba Skiff Deluxe pops, and even some comic covers. A lot of these are pops that not a lot of us actually care about, and of course, because of Funko's tendencies of really overproducing a lot of these pointless pops, that of course they're going to show up at places like, what is it called? Lucky Duck Deals in Arizona. So yeah, not really surprised. Next up, Drop-In Funko had announced the April Fool's Series 3 set of Funko NFT redeemables. I can honestly say that this is probably, as terms to an actual sold out set of pops, probably the biggest flop in Funko NFT history. I was very excited to do this drop because the last 2 years I really liked the redeemables, and of course this is the set where I actually had decided that I wasn't just going to get 3 packs like I normally do for videos for you guys, but I was going to get 4, knowing that last year's set went for around 50 USD as terms to packs being sold on the secondary market. So I thought I would try that with this set, considering that I want to get the master set of Toy Story, and thought it would help me out in case that pack ended up being a dud. While also, on the other hand, recently Drop had been giving people credit for damages on some of the TMNT Series 2 redeemables. And from what I read up, a lot of the damages are literally the most minor of damages possible. So basically, the damage of the majority of the pops were basically the fact that the flap wouldn't close properly. If you see with this specific pop protector, you know how sometimes the flap opens like this, and then a lot of times when you press down, like you can't get it to close and it just keeps popping back up? That was literally what the damage was for pretty much all of these Funko Pops, and people were getting up to between 75 to 150 USD. And what ended up happening is that a lot of people went in on this NFT drop to basically not exactly flip the packs, but basically get money out of it instead of investing more into the Funko NFTs and getting USDC out of it. So even now, premium packs, which you pay $29.99 for, plus the little bit of tax, so it ends up being like 31 or 32 USD, now on the secondary market, they're selling for 21 USD, almost $10 less of what you would have paid for as terms to a premium pack at retail. So I kind of wish that I can go back in time and tell myself, to wait, only buy one premium pack, and then with the Wax P that I got on Atomic Cup, I could have bought two premium packs. Therefore, I'd be taking the load off of my wallet instead of paying, I believe with conversion, $185 Canadian for 4 packs. And this situation had really upset me within the last couple of days since that drop, and how I kind of regret actually doing a video on this drop, although you guys definitely should check out that video. But as terms to the actual redeemables here, I do like them for the most part, and like I mentioned in that April Fool's video, I really like the idea of the damage box. And when the April Fool's video had released, someone had actually commented saying, why don't you just open up the last premium pack you have, considering that I don't think it's gonna get any higher than it is. And that's why I've decided that I'm gonna be doing a This Week in Funko News exclusive by actually opening up this final pack for you guys today. So let's open up and see if we actually do get any redeemables inside of this last pack. Ladies and gentlemen, the first item of this pack being an epic Doodle Freddy, off to a decent start actually, a common Doodle Franny, a common low poly Proto, a rare Chicken Suit Freddy, an epic Doodle Franny, a common low poly Proto, a common Rock, an uncommon Damaged Box, a common Doodle Franny, a common Impossible Pop, a rare Pixel Freddy, all right, that was pretty interesting, a uncommon low poly Proto, a common Doodle Franny, an uncommon Impossible Pop, a Chicken Suit Freddy Epic, a rare Fun Day Sandwich, and a common Rock. Today I wanted to give a shout out to Sentinel107, and the reason I'm giving them a shout out is because they signed up for our YouTube channel membership, which only cost $1.99 a month, which not only do you get a shout out on every single video, but you also get a bunch of other perks like using custom emojis in the comments, and more importantly, early access to every videos and shorts that we do on this channel. So definitely consider joining our YouTube channel membership. It'll be greatly appreciated and will help out this channel tremendously, especially because of how expensive these videos can be to do for you guys. So definitely consider, but nonetheless, let's continue on with this video. Next up, we have ourselves a new set of the bronze statue One Piece pops with Chopper and Sanji. Yeah, I'm not really too excited because who the hell cares about bronze chrome pops, even if it so happens to be One Piece. Next up, we have ourselves a purple Ouija planchette, which this is okay. I mean, did they even really need to make the original one that was a Barnes & Noble exclusive? Not exactly, so why did we really need a purple one? Maybe to make it look more spooky, but I don't think we really needed this. Next up, we have ourselves some retro toys pops with a flower and heart Polly Pocket, a CNC, an exclusive chatter telephone, and a brand new set of Monster High pops, including one of them being an exclusive. Now, I think for the most part, these are okay. Like, did we really need those Polly Pocket ones? Not exactly. The Monster High pops do look pretty sweet with the detail that's involved with them, but I think everyone's highlight as terms to these pops has got to be the chatter telephone. And I don't exactly know where this is going to be exclusive to, because once again, the chatter telephone does have the exclusive QR code sticker. Next up, we have a new wave of Five Nights at Freddy's pops, and of course, a lot of people are probably excited about this, especially knowing that Five Nights at Freddy's has been one of Funko's top 10 licensors for quite a bit now. And the last announcement before our usual top 5 list is a set of Jaws 50th anniversary pops. This is pretty sweet. I kind of dig the box design, not gonna lie, especially if you notice with the great white shark, there actually is a bite taken out of the one side of the box when you see the window. So now kicking off our top 5 list at number 5, it's gotta be the Target exclusive Green Goblin. Like I mentioned earlier, I do like the design of this pop, even though we've had had multiple Green Goblin pops in the past, whether for the comic books or perhaps the No Way Home version. Coming in at number 4 on my list is the Great White Shark from the Jaws 50th anniversary set. Once again, another, I guess you can call it a character that has had multiple pops in the past, but I do like the design of this and how basically the colorway is based off of the fact that it is underwater and you do kind of see the waves as if you were above water. There definitely have been better in the previous sets of Jaws. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the 6-inch Mangle from Five Nights at Freddy's. Probably shocking that if you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's and watch these videos that I actually added a pop from this set onto the list. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the Damaged Box from the April Fool's Series 3 set. I like the concept of this pop, especially because if you've not only ordered Funko NFT redeemables before, but even ordering pops off of the Funko shop, sometimes they come in damaged. And especially the fact that it is giving us a sneak peek of a potential Max Token Head pop, which for those that might not know who that is the mascot for Drop themselves. So who knows, maybe there could be a redeemable coming down the line for Max Token Head, which I'd be all for because I've been wanting that for years. And coming in at number 1 on my list is the exclusive Chatter Telephone from Fisher-Price. Yeah, I knew that this pop had to be the number 1 pop because this probably would be the only pop that I was excited for throughout this entire week for the most part.